Today we are going to talk about Avengers Doomsday. Many changes, many new things, new saga, new villain, new story. In addition, the Russo brothers, directors of Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret War, made a curious but important comment. Robert Downey Jr. was the only actor on the planet who could be Dr. Doom. We are going to reveal it. And in addition, a big dream after Spider-Man's meeting. With the Avengers is Spider-Man's meeting with the X-Men. Good or too good? Comment below which news excited you the most. If you are already subscribed to the channel, leave your like, it gives confidence. And if you are not subscribed yet, don't do anything now. Watch the video, and if it entertains you, if you like it, then you subscribe and hit the like button, okay? Let's go straight to the news.
What if I told you that Avengers 5 and 6 are going to completely shake up everything we know about the Marvel Universe? We're not just talking about a new villain or some random twist. We're talking about huge changes in the timeline, the unexpected return of a very familiar face, and even the possibility of animated characters invading live action in a way that no one saw coming. What does this mean for the future of Marvel? How will these decisions impact the movies and series moving forward? The answer to these questions could completely change the way we see this new phase of the MCU. By the way, I need to do that moment I usually avoid, but if I don't, you guys will leave here without even leaving a trace. Subscribe to the channel and leave a like, because if not, I'm going to send Loki to reset your timeline and throw you back to the premiere of the movie The Marvels. Then you'll have to watch the same movie on a loop. Stage. Eternal. Choose wisely. Look, I knew this day would come, but I confess I didn't expect it to be so soon. It looks like Avengers 5 and 6 are going to shake up the Marvel Universe in a way that no one imagined. And me, I'm right in the middle of all this. Yes, because apparently Tony Stark, a variant, decided to be part of this mess. But hold on, it's not what you think. I mean, maybe it is. The thing is, there's a crazy twist coming up. And if you think you've seen it all, just wait until I tell you what's happening. To start, you already know, comment. So below, if you think Marvel is heading in the right direction with this new phase, or if it's just trying to fix the mistakes of the past. Will these changes save the MCU? Or just make everything even more confusing? Now back to what matters. The Russo brothers, those guys who directed Infinity War and Endgame, decided that Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars won't just be another epic finale. No, they decided to start everything over. They said these movies are going to mark a new beginning. And honestly, that makes total sense. With the mess that Marvel made in phases 4 and 5, they couldn't just wrap things up the way they were. They needed to reorganize everything and, of course, put a villain worthy of the situation. And guess what? It looks like Robert Downey Jr. is coming back, but this time as Dr. Doom. Yes, me, myself, facing my own evil version. You can already get the popcorn ready. And if you think things were already confusing, hold on to this. Rumors indicate that animated characters from the Marvel multiverse will appear in Doomsday. And as they are, they're going to stay animated. No transformation to live action. In other words, we could have a scenario like Trap for Robert Rabbit, where flesh and blood heroes interact with cartoons. I wanted to say that this is strange, but after everything I've been through, I'm not surprised. But there's more. The provisional title of the movie is For All Time Productions UK. If you watch Loki, you already got the reference. This basically confirms that the TVA, that agency that controls the messes of the multiverse, is going to have a huge role in the plot. And let's face it, it makes total sense, since Loki has now become, basically, the guardian of time. So, wait a minute. Loki saving reality doc, Doom being the big villain, and me in the middle of all this, it looks like someone decided to play fanfic in the Marvel Universe. Now, if that wasn't enough, concept art supposedly related to the movie has also leaked. But then the Russo brothers come in and they say, no, these images are not from Doomsday or Secret Wars, but they are real. Yes, Marvel has been going after everyone who posts these images, which only proves that they are legitimate. So, the question that remains is, which project do these arts belong to? Could it be from the Fantastic Four or another secret movie that hasn't been announced yet? I would say even Jarvis is confused by this story. Here on the channel, there's already a video detailing all the leaked scenes with Dr. Doom himself revealing everything. Who better to give details about these leaks? To wrap up this video, go watch the other one. It's definitely worth it. I'll give you my billionaire word. Hold on to this. The investment in this movie is already outrageous. According to public records, Disney has already spent double on the pre-production of Doomsday compared to what it spent on Denda Kuno, Ant-Man and the Wasp, How crazy is that? And the most expensive part of the production hasn't even started yet. This indicates that we can expect epic settings worthy of a final battle, especially because no one wants to relive that feeling of a generic movie generated in CGI. Speaking of grandeur, Marvel made a strategic decision about where to shoot the film. Instead of filming in the United States, they decided to shoot in the United Kingdom at Pinewood Studio. And it's not just because their tea is good, but because the British government offers tax incentives of up to 25% on what is spent there. Basically, even the Avengers need to save where they can. Now, I want to know from you, what do you think of this mess? All of it? Is Marvel going down the right path, or are they taking too many risks? Comment below and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If not, I'm going to have Thor strike a thunderbolt on your Wi-Fi. And you're going to have to watch everything in 144 pixels resolution. And no one deserves that, right? I know what you're thinking. Dr. Doom back? In the middle of Marvel's multiverse? That's right, my dear friends. It seems the ultimate plan has leaked. My plan? And I'm not talking about just another random fan theory thrown on Reddit. According to sources, very hot ones, and no, it wasn't Mephisto this time. I myself, Dr. Doom, will deceive everyone using none other than the face of Tony Stark. That's right. The crowd's favorite hero, that face of a genius, billionaire, a playboy, and philanthropist will be the perfect disguise for me to infiltrate the Avengers. And no, this is not just any spoiler, it's practically a call to action. Now, before your head explodes with this information, I wanted to take an awkward pause to ask you to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. I know, this is the digital equivalent of a villain asking heroes for help. But if I don't ask, you won't do it. And if you don't do it, well, I'll personally assume you're from the wrong multiverse and will erase your universe in the next incursion. Simple as that. So, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and write something in the comments to pretend we're friends. Now that we've threatened your alternate reality, let me explain better. The Russo brothers, the same ones who directed Infinity War and Endgame, let it slip that there is only one actor in the world who could play me. Robert Downey Jr. Yes, him, the original Tony Stark. According to them, it's not just a matter of talent or charisma. There is a bigger reason behind the choice. I need to look like Stark. It's not because we are variants, that hasn't been confirmed yet, but because I will impersonate him. According to the insider, My Time to Shine Hello, the idea is that I, using Stark's face, gain the trust of the Avengers. Just imagine the look on State Robert's face, seeing the supposed Tony Stark reappearing, or worse, Peter Parker bursting into tears, thinking that Dad is back. All this just for me to manipulate everyone and convince them to fight for just one universe. My universe. Because, yes, an incursion is going to happen, that cosmic collapse where either one universe survives or both are destroyed. And I've already chosen my side. Spoiler, it's not the same as yours. Some heroes will complain. They'll say it's not ethical to destroy billions of alternative lives. But that's where Dr. Doom's charm comes in. I don't ask for permission, I ask for results. With the help of Loki, yes, him again, I will gather fragments of universes and create the battle war. Then, yes, we will have the perfect structure for the secret war. Marvel wants to end the multiverse saga in style, and there's no one better than me to deliver the final checkmate. It's worth remembering that up to this point, we don't have confirmation that Robert Downey Jr.'s face will actually be shown in the film. They might just use his voice with some heavy makeup or even digital technology. This reinforces the theory that the character will use the resemblance to Tony Stark only as a temporary disguise and not as a legitimate multiversal identity. By the way, the Russo brothers were promoting another project, Electric State, when they released this information. No one directly asked about the Netflix film. The inevitable question was about Robert Downey Jr.'s involvement in Avengers Doomsday. And it was there in the middle of the interview that the enigmatic statement came. There was only one actor capable of playing Victor Von Doomsday. It was enough to ignite the multiverse of theories. Finally, there are those who believe that all of this is just a marketing ploy. Marvel has been using this type of move to generate buzz on social media. Fans speculate, create videos, theories emerge, and the audience grows. Maybe that's all it is. Putting Downey Jr.'s name in the movie to stir up the hype. If that's the case, congratulations to them. It worked. Now, between us, I still hope that this whole story is nothing more than a C trick. Because if in the end it's just to say that I'm a version of Tony Stark with a scar and makeup, I refuse. I deserve more.
And the audience too. Downey Jr., he is a spectacular actor. And he has already proven that he can hide behind a ton of makeup. He has done this in Tropic Thunder, Oppenheimer, and even in a weird HBO series. So, let's hope that all this isn't just another excuse for forced nostalgia. If you've made it this far and haven't commented anything yet, I recommend you do so now. Or I will personally go to your feed and start recommending Mephisto theory videos non-stop. And you don't want that. Like the video, subscribe, comment below, and tell us what you think of this multiversal twist. Am I really a version of Tony Stark? Or is this just another brilliant and Machiavellian plan to dominate all universes with charisma and a bit of sarcasm? See you in the battle world.
Marvel is about to do something that could change everything we know about the Spider-Man universe in the movies. One name has been confirmed in the cast of the upcoming film, and believe this could completely shake up what was already established. And I can say this with confidence, because that name is me, Sage Singh. What does my arrival mean at this moment? Is this the definitive end of the romance between Peter Parker and Michelle Jones? What if I'm not just another love interest, but rather the direct connection between Spider-Man and the X-Men? There's something much bigger happening behind the scenes, and the answer to this could transform MC. But before I share everything, I need to do something I don't like. But if I don't do it, you all will pretend you never saw this video. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and comment something. If I don't do this, I'm going to ask Marvel to write a scene where Wolverine tears up his ticket at the Avengers premiere. And you know he does it with a smile. Choose your destiny. You won't believe what I just found out. This isn't just any Hollywood. This directly involves me. Get ready, because this news could change the future of a certain web slinger. And well, maybe mine too. To start, you already comment below if you think Peter Parker deserves a new romantic relationship. Or if Michelle Jones should regain her memory and get back together with Peter Parker. Comment below because I want to know. Now let's get to the point. Deadline confirmed that I'm in the cast of the new Spider. Yes, me. And of course the internet has already gone crazy. The most talked about? That I'm going to be Marvel's Jane. Look, I like the redhead, but is Marvel really going to do that again? On the other hand, there are people swearing that I'm going to be Jane Grey. And between us, that would be really interesting. But there's one more possibility, and honestly, it's the one I like the most. Hot Black. A redhead version of her would be bold. And after Stranger Things, I kind of got used to running from Then you think, but what about Zendaya? Well, my arrival could mean the end of the Peter and MJ romance. And let's be honest, after Doctor Strange's spell, Peter needs a new social circle. And guess who might... Me? Just don't ask me how Marvel is going to explain this. Not even Kevin Feige might have decided. Another point, what if my character is the link between the X-Men and Spider-Man? Does it sound like a trip? It could be. But if Avengers, Secret Wars, is really a reset in the MCU, they should start planting the seeds. Now it makes sense. And have you thought if all of this is just a warm-up for a possible movie? Avengers vs. X-Men? If that happens, they can give me an Oscar just for putting up the verse mess. Now, there's another detail that no one is talking. What if I'm none of those characters? There are rumors that the Spider-Man movie might introduce a brand new created specifically for the MCU, something like an ally or rival, but with no direct connection to the comics. That would be a bold move from Marvel. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to get... Another possibility that no one has completely ruled out is Firestar. In the comics, she has already been a partner of Spider-Man and even a member of the X-Men. And if this is Marvel's way of introducing the character, taking advantage of my resemblance to the classic Firestar, I would love to shoot some fiery blasts. And there's one more thing. If the movie really wants to bridge to what the new phase of the MCU is, there's a chance my character could be involved with the multiverse in an even more direct way. It could be that Marvel is setting up a scenario where Peter gets involved with characters from other universes, laying the groundwork for future stories. If that's the case, hold on to your expectations because chaos is guaranteed. And now I want to know, who do you think I'm going to play? Marvel Jane? Jean Grey, Black Cat, or another character? Comment here, because I want to see if you guess right before Marvel drops a trailer that leaves everyone even more confused. And seriously, if you haven't subscribed yet, I'm going to ask Deadline to hunt you down. He's persistent. You don't want that.